Hi, all the signs of the zodiac. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic, seer, and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for this mid-month psychic tarot update for December of 2021. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you at this mid-month of December 2021 and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you. Remember, some months your rising sign and your moon sign are going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, sometimes your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there. So you might want to check that out. I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot deck in these readings. Also, I want to say here, it's that time of year again, and next month is the new year of 2022. So if you would like to get my psychic tarot readings for the new year of 2022 for your zodiac sign, that link is down below in the description box in the Show More section. Or you can go to my website, theluckymermaid.com, go to the videos page and click on the link, whatever sign you want there under that heading, and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. Also, my my December psychic crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac are also available. And if you haven't checked that out yet and you want to see more detailed information, it's an expansion of the readings I do at the beginning of the month of my psychic tarot readings. I then go on for each zodiac sign and look into the crystal and give you additional messages and predictions. That link is also down below in the description box, and those links are also, again, on my website, theluckymermaid.com. So all that being said, now on to your mid-month psychic tarot update for December of 2021. And I'm starting with the sign of Aries. So the first card you have, Aries, is the Ace of Cups, and this is new love relationship. It could also be a rebirth and a reigniting of an existing love relationship. It could also be universal love or love of, a pet, a child. It doesn't have to be romantic love, not always with the Ace of Cups. Some of you are going to find out that something with a romantic partner, you're going to be doing something differently with them, or your partner is going to be doing something differently. This could be like a new job, a new career path, a new position could be offered to them at work. This could be happening to you, but I really feel if you're in a love relationship with somebody, I feel like it's happening to them. Some of you that are single may start getting involved in a love relationship with somebody at a distance, and you're going to be communicating back and forth, maybe even traveling to see them in this mid-month of December, and maybe even going into January. Some of you, there's some developments happening in a love relationship that you have with someone, and it just brings about change. Like change comes up here. You could be in a relationship with somebody where you're going to venture outside of your comfort zone and you're going to say some things to them that maybe you never thought you would say, or are not what you usually would find yourself conversing with your partner. Some of you that are single, and this is not about love, may be building upon something to make it bigger, and it could be something you love, like your career or creative projects or artistic pursuits or something, but like something you love. Maybe it's studying, or like composing music, or writing, or painting, or building motorcycles, or woodworking, whatever it is, you will be building on it. You're going to find a way to build on something you love doing. That comes up here for those of you that love doesn't apply as a factor in romance or coupled relations. And many Aries are going to find ways to feed their soul. Like, what feeds their soul? Is it reading? Is it writing? Is it relaxing in a bath or listening to certain music? Like, whatever feeds your soul, Aries will be pursuing. The card you have that came up with it for this mid-month of December, you have the Eight of Rods, which is news coming to you swiftly. This could also be like text messages, communications of any kind coming at you. It could be the arrows of love. So these two could be connected about romantic love. The Eight of Rods can also be long distance travel. It can be swift and sudden change as well. Some of you are going to start to write something or compose something. It could be a letter to someone you love. It could be communication you want to have with somebody you love and care about. You could be writing them love letters, text messages full of love, phone calls and conversations on Zoom, or even on Skype or whatever, of love. You may even be finding out how to put something together that would then build up something that you love. Like, remember I said, for some of you, this is about feeding your soul and putting, expanding and growing something that you love. You may start getting instruction, information, directions. You could be communicating with somebody at a distance that's like, hey, I can help you with that project. Here's what you do. Here's steps you could do that would make it easier. Maybe you're finding it on the internet. Maybe you're watching on a video platform. I don't know. But some of you could be getting like literal directions and information about how to build up something that you love and that you're working on. You may even find that there could be some people that were kind of covertly working behind the scenes to try to disrupt your love relationship or to create disruption or get you two to be at cross purposes with each other. So this isn't going to apply to all of you Aries, but it did come up here, so I have to mention it. There could be somebody, like maybe it's your kids doesn't like your partner. Maybe it's friends that are jealous that don't like your love relationship or don't want to see you succeed. That could, within love, that could be trying to interfere in some way. And even if it's not trying to interfere with your love relationship, maybe they don't like if you're doing something you love, maybe they want to mess up your progress. If it's like building a business or doing some creative pursuit, they may be trying to throw, what do they call it? The old time saying, fly in the ointment. Maybe they're trying to throw a fly in the ointment here, or, a wrench into what you're doing. Now on to the sign of Taurus. And the first card you have, Taurus, is the Three of Rods. And the Three of Rods is success. Letting go of something so success can come in, waiting patiently for success to come to you. It could also be, you could be at the beginning stages of a successful business endeavor or venture. You may feel like you're very, I don't know if I want to say stubborn, but I'm getting like you're going to want to keep your feet very firmly planted about something in December and maybe going into January. Because I feel like you're like looking at options and trying to figure out what's the best course of action for me to take here. So it could be in a business endeavor, or moving, could involve someplace you want to move, or it could be a new business endeavor. You may really, really be saying to yourself, I am not sure what is taking so long. So I do feel that some of you have been waiting. Some of you Tauruses are like, geez, is this ever going to come through for me? You know, is this ever going to happen? What's taking so long? Some of you Tauruses are going to start to review some type of documents or paperwork that are like document related or legalities in the month of December, could even be going into January. I also hear the words appraisals, so you may be getting your home appraised or any valuables that you feel like you need to insure or you want to sell. You could be paying for some appraisals of things of value. If you have a video platform or a podcast, you may start launching into new topics that you haven't like ventured into before. And it could be even in work, even if you don't have a video platform or, but if you have your own business or you're starting your own business, you may start launching into new products or services that you didn't think you were going to offer before or you hadn't offered before. I feel Tauruses, I'm hearing my guides say, learning new tricks of the trade. So some of you may be taking some online classes or webinars, seminars, some new training program or something, because I get learning new tricks of the trade. Now, the card you have with it is the Queen of Swords, and this is an air sign person. This is either an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. This could be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that's an air sign, or if you're born on the cusp of Taurus and Gemini. You know, I feel like you're going to start to see this waiting, like what's taking so long. It's going to change because I get things happening for you really quickly in rapid succession, one right after the other. Some of you are going to help a friend move, but I'm hearing move out. So you may have a friend, maybe that roommates with you, and they're going to move and you're going to help them move out. Or you have a friend that's getting divorced and they are moving out, or they're just moving somewhere else and from one place to another, and you may be helping them move. But I did hear the words move out. So they're moving out, you're helping them move out of something. And I feel like this person is quite wise with their wisdom. Like they could give you, there's somebody that is knowledgeable, could be very wise and helpful, giving you knowledge and information and advice. This could also be somebody that comes up as like a mentor, a teacher, an instructor. Remember in this card, I said you may take a class, a webinar, a seminar, or take some kind of training program. For some of you, the Queen of Swords is the one that's going to be teaching you and instructing you. And any information you get from the Queen of Swords in December going into January, they're right on target. My guides are saying they're right on target with what they're saying to you. You could feel like somebody's crossed the line and there could be some pushing or shoving of like opinions, or literally physically could be for some of you, but that could actually be happening to the Queen of Swords. They could be getting into that kind of situation, or you and the Queen of Swords could be getting into that kind of situation. But I really don't feel that. It feels more to me like it's something happening to the Queen of Swords, and this may be why they're moving out of something. So some of you could even be building some kind of business together with the Queen of Swords. And keep in mind, it's an air sign person. So they really didn't come up like you, but they could be if your rising sign or moon sign is an air sign. But don't be thrown that it is a Queen of Swords. Look at it as an air sign person. So this could pertain to a male figure also. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Gemini. And the first card you have, Gemini, is the Queen of Cups. This is a water sign person, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising sign. This could be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that's a water sign. It could also be you if you're born on the cusp of Gemini and Cancer. So the Queen of Cups, let's see what my guides say here for you, why they're showing up now. You're going to find out a lot of insight or information either about them or from them. They may be kind of trying to like steer you in a certain direction. This could be a friend, this could be a boss, this could be a spouse, but I feel like I don't want to say they're manipulating you or controlling you, but I feel like they may be trying to help you or steer you in some direction. Some of you could be in a love relationship with the Queen of Cups, and I get if you are, there's a lot of things bubbling and brewing between the two of you at this point of the mid-month of December. They may be looking for answers from you. They may be looking for having deep questions they want you to look at or answer. They may have a lot of disruption in their mind where they're like, I'm not sure about something. What's the right thing to do here? So they may be like in a quandary and they're going to look to you like, what do you suggest, Gemini? What do you think is the best course of action I should take? Some of you are going to have that coming from this Queen of Cups. You may feel like they're looking into things too deeply or they're worrying too much about certain things. You may feel that the Queen of Cups needs to take a step back. Like they may be driving themselves crazy. They may be worrying too much. You may feel like you're losing patience with the Queen of Cups. Possibly because you feel like the Queen of Cups is losing some kind of control or losing their grip on something. I feel like there's a lot of soul searching and honesty that could get brought up or come out between the two of you in December of 2021 and going into January. But you may be like a little curious and wonderment if they're making the right decisions. Sorry, Maxie is right there snoring loudly in your reading, Gemini. So the card you have that came up with it is the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles is expanding your business, expanding your work, expanding your craft. It's focusing on attention to craftsmanship and detail. You could get more work. Your boss could give you more work to do. If you have a business, you could have business expansion. You could get a promotion and a raise. You may feel like there's a lot of things you're going to find out that you have to take care of, and some of you at your job or work or business, and you may feel like it's busy work. Like, I got all these like little details, minutia of things that I have to like deal with this little bit and that little bit, like dealing with little details. I do feel that some of you are going to find out that you're going to get a raise. And you could get, I do feel for some of you, it's like a raise, and possibly for some of you, a raise up in your position of power at work also. There's also some things that aren't right at a business, either your own or a place where you work in, that things aren't right that need to get shifted or changed. It could have to do with HR kind of dealings, maybe there could be some things that crop up that make it feel like certain things aren't being handled properly, like protocols need to change. It could have to do with like time off or protocols of how situations are handled. Again, I keep getting like on an HR level. Some of you may see things that maybe you're in charge of it, that you can shift and change these things, or you may be involved in it where you're going to HR, or you and other people are going there to human resources and saying, these protocols are outdated, or they're unfair, or they're warped in some way and should be adjusted and changed. Some of you are going to answer some kind of phone call and are likely to, from this phone call, are going to find that you're going to have to travel. So it could be a family member or a dear friend or a love partner saying, hey, I want you to come meet me or let's go on this trip or travel. But for some of you, it's work related. And you may get a call in mid-month of December that's saying it's a trip, could be a business or work related trip that will come up for you. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Cancer. Hi, Cancer. The first card you have that came up in your reading today is the World, and the other sign that got this was Aquarius. So both you and Aquarius got the World. This is planets in the heavens, spirit guides around you, conspiring to give you control. It could also be like lack of control. You could feel lack of control. It could be a karmic cycle ending and a new karmic cycle beginning. You may feel like in some way, Cancer, it's a little weird. You may feel like you've gotten abandoned or forgotten somehow. It could be by your family. It could be from some other type of situation going on for you. You may be put in a position where you are going to oversee people. This could be at a job that you have. Maybe now you're going to start managing or overseeing people, become a supervisor or a manager. Or this could also be in a family situation. You may be put, in the position of like the patriarch or matriarch, or watching over maybe certain people in your family, certain relatives you need to like take care of now or look after. And you may be like, there's things I want to get done, PDQ, right? Pretty darn quick. Like you may feel like, I want this house painted. It's got to get painted. I can't deal with it. Or these blinds, they need to be, cleaned or taken down or done. Or these carpets, they need to be steam cleaned. Or I need new bedding. I don't want to look at this bedspread and pillow shams anymore. I need new bedding, but I want it done right now. Want it done quick. It could be because you're having people over for the holidays. You could be having a holiday party or gathering, and you may be like, hey, I'm supervising my whole family. You're cleaning this, you're cleaning that. That carpet guy's coming in, steam cleaning the carpets, et cetera, et cetera. Because I get you, like, there's things you want done really quickly. Now, it could be even to your own physical body. Maybe you're like, I want a facial. I need a facial. I need a massage. I want a pedicure and a manicure, and I want my hair done, and da-da-da-da. It could be that kind of thing. But I really feel like for some of you, it's things in your environment. You're like, I want things done quickly, and I want, it's get the people in to do it, or you're going to be telling the people around you to do it. Some of you may have somebody want to hold you accountable for something you didn't do. They may say you didn't pay a bill that you actually paid. They may say you said something you didn't actually say. So that's not going to be for all of you, but some of you may have to take control in that situation and be like, that's BS. I didn't say that, or I did pay that, et cetera, et cetera. Now, the card you have that came up with it, I got to say right here, I should have mentioned this on the other signs. 7 pentacle cards came up out of the 12 signs. So here you got one of the pentacle cards. You got Knight of Pentacles, which is an earth sign person, a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun, moon, or rising sign. This could be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that is an earth sign. This is somebody, for some of you, this is somebody that could want to take something from you. It could also be somebody that wants to stir the pot and cause some kind of disruption for you. This could be a coworker. This could be a sibling, a family member. You got to think about it. It's a general reading, right? I can't, go, oh, it's definitely your brother. It's, definitely your coworker. But you got to think, who's around you that wants to like stir the pot for you, like maybe cause some trouble or kind of be like a thorn in your side for some of you. This is also somebody that could really come in and bring you some really keen insights and valuable information that could be quite useful to you in the month of December and going into January. This could be also somebody, it could be that person holds a lot of titles. They may have, at the end of the name, and, stockbrokers can have it. People that work in the financial world can have it. Doctors can have it. A lot of different people can have these, those 3-letter, I'm da-da-da, comma, da-da-da, comma, da-da-da. Like, they may have lots of titles, this person. They're well-versed in a lot of subjects. They may be well-versed in a lot of languages as well. This could be someone you're in love with, could be a significant other that could give you like an amazing gift. So you Cancers, I'm sorry, you're going to have to sort it out because this Knight of Pentacles seems like it's about, I feel like I'm reading 3 different people here, meaning like you're going to have to sort this out. They could want to bring you on board with something as well. So if this is somebody that, maybe somebody that wants to hire you, or maybe somebody that has a business and is like going to give you some kind of business proposition like, hey, Cancer, I think you're on the ball. You should come, you should join our club, our group, our organization, or you should join my business, or join this new business that I want to start. So sort it out and, listen to this again, Cancer. Don't just listen to it once. You need to listen to the Knight of Pentacles again. And don't forget to watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because this is just the quick update. I give you way more information at the beginning of the month in the Psychic Tarot readings. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Leo. Hey Leo, first card you got is Page of Pentacles, and this is an earth sign person, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun, moon, or rising sign. Now, I just want to say here, this could also be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that is an earth sign, or if you're born on the cusp of Leo and Virgo. But I'm going to say this here, there were 7 Pentacle cards that showed up for this mid-month Psychic Tarot update, and you're one of the ones that got a Pentacles card in the card polls. It could be you, or it could even be a child to you. Pages can be children. They can also be adults that are immature or young at heart. I get this Page of Pentacles. If it's you, you're questioning a lot of things. If it's somebody else, they're questioning you. They're asking you a lot of questions. You may be like, where do I fit into society now? Where do I fit into this social group? Or where do I fit in at this club, group, or organization? Or where do I fit in at this job? There may be some place that you're like questioning, like maybe your family's dynamics has changed. And you could be saying to yourself, where do I fit into this family dynamics now? You may have felt uprooted from your living situation or your job situation, and this may be playing into where you're like, well, okay, where do I fit into this situation now? You may be going over your finances and really questioning, especially if you have any investments. You may be really looking at gains and losses, like how much have I gained in 2021? How much have I lost in 2021? And it doesn't just have to be literal dollars and cents. It could be things that are connected to relating to dollars and cents, like clients, customers, accounts. So you may be like, how many have I gained? How many have I lost? That kind of thing could come up here with you in December and in January. You may even get really into like getting yourself a whole new wardrobe. Maybe somebody's going to give it to you for the holidays. Maybe you're going to get it as gifts. But maybe you're like, you know what, it's time for a whole new look. And you may get rid of a lot of your clothes and you may start buying all new things. And you may be very conscious about, I want to say something with a dramatic flair, or any kind of speeches or videos you make or presentations you want to do. You may really be wanting to be maybe kind of theatric in some of your presentations, or dynamic or theatric, or both. You've got the Lover's card. I'm sorry, not the Lover's card. Duh. I'm looking right at it. It's Two of Cups. So you got the Two of Cups with the Page of Pentacles. This is two people that are intertwined, and it's like fate, destined, meant to be, preordained. It could be a love relationship. Two of Cups isn't always that, but a lot of times it is, like romantic love. If you're single, I feel like you are really going to be seeking out, like, I don't know what else to call it, but like the one you want, like the one you want to love. You may be really seeking love, a love partner. Some of you Leos are going to start dating somebody that is very different. Not really what you expected that you would, somebody totally different than you thought you'd ever date or get involved with. And if you're single and this happens to you, you two may join together and have children in some way, whether you have children together through the traditional birthing process or you adopt children. I don't know, but some of you will form a union with somebody and then children come in as a result. If you're already coupled with somebody, and you've started dating them, you may really find that you tell them, like, you're both sharing with each other about your past. Like, this is what happened to me. This is the relationships I was in. This is how I grew up. This was my experience. And you could be doing the same thing with each other. Some of you may start over again with somebody that you broke up with. You could get back together, even if you broke up a long time ago. Or you could start communicating and talking to somebody that you were with in the past, and you could reopen lines of communication. But some of you, that could lead to you getting back together again, for some of you. Because I do pick up some of you conversing and like still having an attachment with each other and working out your differences. So you have to see how that makes sense for you. If you don't make a love connection, I feel like you're going to, in December or January, I feel like you will be broadening your scope to meet someone new. You may not meet them yet in December or January, or recently you may not have met them yet. You may start to search. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Virgo. Hi, Virgo. First card you have is the Lover's card. This is two people that are empathically connected with each other. It could be a strong sexual connection. Sometimes there's love with the lovers, but not always. There could be also interference from outside sources like children, jobs, other people, or your union could be being blessed. Some of you Virgos that are already attached with somebody are getting prepared and ready for travel. Some of you could also be getting ready to move, or you just may be saying with you and your partner, like, we need to clean this house and get rid of, like, cleaning house, getting rid of a lot of stuff. You could be, like cleaning out your basement, cleaning out your attic, cleaning out your closet, cleaning out your home. Affection could really, really be kicking up, high sexual chemistry over this holiday season. So your intimate life could be quite enhanced and on point, and lots of action in that area. You may be thinking of also buying a new place that you want to settle into. Now, if you already have a home and you're not selling one, you may be thinking of getting a second home, you know, like a property for vacation, or getting a timeshare. Maybe you would go on it with other people, possibly. If you were in a relationship where marriage was on the table, then it got taken off the table, it could get put back on the table again. And if you are in a relationship, I feel that you're going to really want to spend more time together. Like, you may be, even if you have kids, you may feel like, okay, the grandparents or the aunts or uncles, somebody needs to watch these kids because we need to reconnect. We need some time to be together. So, and if you have no kids, I feel like you're going to find time to be together. Like I said, you may take a trip. This could be like going somewhere, like a romantic holiday or a romantic vacation. Some of you that are going through a breakup, especially if it's a marital breakup, you could be trying to hold your ground in a divorce, you know, through the divorce proceedings. So the card you have that came up with it is the Wheel of Fortune, and the other sign that did somebody else get the Wheel of Fortune? No. So the Wheel of Fortune is the karmic wheels of fate turning in your favor, the planets in the heavens and the spirit guides around you conspiring to give you karmic good fortune. It could be the ups and downs of karma. It could be a karmic cycle ending and a new karmic cycle beginning. Some of you may find that you're trusting somebody that you thought you would never trust, or that you had lost trust in. You may be regaining trust in somebody you lost trust in. Or if you had gone through issues of trust, you may now have met somebody in the past. You may now have met somebody whom you feel you can trust. You could have a boost in your income if you invest in the stock market. You could see, or some other kind of investments. It doesn't just have to be stocks. It could be property or something out like, you know, land or a home or some other kind of property that's of value. You could get some kind of big increase in investments or things you have of value. You may find that you have to handle situations within your family unit very delicately. There could be people that's emotions are raw. They may have gone through some kind of traumatic problems or change in their lives. And you may find that over the holidays, if you're around them over the holidays, you may have to deal with them with like kid gloves, like you don't want to upset them or get them worked up about anything. You're going to be very conscientious and careful about the words you use and what you say. Because you may have said something off the cuff or been blunt in the past that could have upset somebody or hurt their feelings. So you're going to be like really on high alert that you don't do that now in December and going into January. So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Libra. Hi Libra. The first card you have is the Hierophant. This is a high priest or a high pope or God giving you a blessing or a warning. It could also indicate higher education or higher learning. You could be the teacher, you could be the student. This could also indicate religion or spirituality. Some of you Libras may start to feel like you're disconnected from something. Maybe you feel like you're a little disconnected from spirit, from source energy, or maybe you're feeling a little disconnected from religion, or maybe people even. You may feel like you're not quite sure what you're going through. You may have felt like there is some kind of like dip down in your energy. So your energy may have been low or taken a dip. This could be because of either of the eclipses we just had. The solar eclipse in Sagittarius may be affecting you in this way. It could also be the lunar eclipse we had in Taurus in the end of November that could be affecting you. You may be really feeling like you want to talk to somebody that could give you some kind of insight or spiritual guidance. You may want to talk to a psychic, an astrologer, a religious figure, somebody that is like a shaman or a spiritual person. You may feel like, again, I keep getting like, you may feel like you're wandering, like you're a little lost, like you're not plugged into something like you normally had felt like you were plugged into in your past. You may be really super conscious of what frequencies and vibrations you're operating from and what kind of energy you're putting out there. So you may be really aware of it, like, I don't want to put out negative energy. I don't want to put out scattered energy. I want to put out, positive energy, because what you put out there is what gets mirrored back to you. You may also be going through a spell where you're like, I'm going to release myself and get out of any of these bad habits. Maybe you smoke and you want to quit. Maybe you drink and you want to quit. Maybe you take some kind of drugs and you want to quit. Maybe you want to make dietary changes, or you're addicted to sugar or addicted to caffeine, and you may want to release some of those things. The card you have with it is the Two of Rods, which is partnership in business or partnership in romance. It could also be something you want to put out there to the world for people to buy or to listen to or to look at or to hear. You may be doing a lot of self-evaluation where you may be like, what have I done to cause disruption in my life? Like, it's easy to see the flaws of other people, right? That's easy to see. But it's harder to turn it around and see the mistakes or flaws that you may have made yourself. So you may be doing some kind of self-analysis now, looking inward at your own actions, the things you've said and done in the past. Could be long ago past, or it could be recently. You may even have the feeling, some of you Libras, like you're being overshadowed by someone. This could be at your work. You may feel like you're getting overshadowed by a coworker, or you may have a love partner that you may feel overshadowed by, or it could be a friend that you feel like, hey, they're kind of like overshadowing me in some way. You may even be really looking at deep-seated beliefs that you've had in religion or spirituality, or that you've even had maybe going back as far as your upbringing. You may be starting to question like religions you were brought up in, or different spiritual or religious things you had believed in for a long time. You may want to get out of a religion that you've subscribed to or went to, and you may want to get into a new one. Some of you Libras are going to have very vivid and prophetic dreams. Pay attention to the dreams you have from the midpoint of December going all the way through to the end of January. And it may have even started at the beginning of December, because I feel like even though I'm doing this reading for the mid-month of December, I feel like these prophetic and impactful dreams were already happening to you at the beginning of the month of December and go all the way through and into January. And it may not be constantly every night, but you're going to have a few. So pay attention to them because they're prophetic, they're precognitive, and they're also giving you important messages and insights you need to pay attention to. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio. First card you have is the Eight of Swords, and this is being trapped in an emotional prison or trapped and bound in a situation you're not really sure how to get out of it. You may be actually able to get out of it quite easily. It's just you're not aware of it. There could be unknown things like secrets or unknown forces or unknown things happening. You may be fixed on certain ideas and principles that you may be kind of trapped or bound to that you don't know what to do. So you may have certain like beliefs, ideologies, and it could involve like family events. Like, I don't know whether to go to this event or not. I don't know whether to have people over for the holidays or not. I don't know whether to invite these certain people or not. It could also be about beliefs, like you may be questioning certain ideologies or beliefs, and you may feel like kind of trapped or imprisoned by them, and you're not sure, like, do I change these beliefs? Do I stick with these beliefs? You may even be looking at how far deeply you've gotten invested into something. It could be a love relationship. It could be literal investments with stocks, bonds, crypto, other kinds of investments. You may be looking at like, wow, how deeply did I get invested in that? And was that the right move or not? Should I stick with it or should I get out of it? And you may feel like, Scorpio, why do I have to keep reacting to the same situation over and over again? Like, so what I'm getting from my guides is you may see some stuff that you're like, I had it happen before, and then it came up again, and then it happened again, and now it's happening again. And why do I keep having this karmic stuff come at me again and again? And a lot of times it's love relationships where you're like, this person is nothing like that person I was with before. They're completely different. That person was this way, that way, and the other way, and this person is much more easygoing. But then when you're in the relationship with them, they do the same things, like certain relationship behaviors happen again, even though the people seem completely different. Or it could be a work situation that keeps happening to you over and over again. It could be a family situation. If it's not love, it's family. If it's not family, it's work. There's some karmic cycle that keeps popping itself up again to you over and over again, Scorpio. And you're like, oh my God, how many times am I going to be forced to figure it out, deal with it, have it happen again and again and again? Now, the card you have that came up with it is the King of Cups. Now, this could be you because you're a water sign person. This would be a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising sign. It could be another water sign that you're dealing with. I feel like you're saying to yourself, there's a lot of factors here. I have to dissect everything. So you may feel like you want to make certain decisions, like maybe you want to move, or maybe you want to hire a contractor to build or fix something, or maybe you want to start a business, or maybe there's people you want to hire to do work for you. And you're like, oh man, there's a lot of factors that go into this decision. I need to review them. I need to look at their credentials. I need to vet them. Are they going to be the right person to hire to work for me or to do this particular job? You may be really trying to keep your peace with somebody. This could be with somebody in your family, but it could also be a love partner or a friend or somebody, coworker you work with, or somebody in a club group or organization you belong to, because I see you looking at them and you're like, it's like tenuous, and you may be figuring out like, how do I keep the peace with them? Some of you are going to go through this big like I'm changing my diet. I'm changing my exercise program. I'm going to start working out. I'm going to walk every day. I'm going to start juicing. I'm going to do, I don't know. Remember when this was popular? I don't know if people do it anymore. Like oxygen bars became popular, right? I never went to one, but I saw them on TV. Or some other kind of like high colonic. Maybe you want to get colonics. Maybe you want to do oxygen treatments or some kind of treatments you may be thinking of embarking on to like improve your health, improve your skin, improve your digestive system, or to bring about youthfulness, like bring in youth. There's something you may need to rewire. You may need your electricity in your home rewired, or you may have put up a Christmas tree or Christmas lights outside that were wonky, or some rewiring of like some other thing like alarm systems, or maybe something even in your automobile needs to be like the wiring is not right. There could be some rewiring that needs to happen. So just think about that. Maybe you need to look into things to do with electricity and wiring and rewiring, and even to do with your own self, Scorpio, because I feel like that when I see like diet change, I'm going to walk and now I'm going to do these high colonics, or I'm going to get some other kind of treatment. It's like that can affect your internal wiring as well. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. Now on to the sign of Sagittarius. Hi, Sagittarius. First card I got for you is the Queen of Pentacles. And there were 7 Pentacle cards that came up in all of these readings, and you're getting one of them. And the Queen of Pentacles is an earth sign person, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun, moon, or rising sign. It could be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that is an earth sign, or you could be born on the Sagittarius and Capricorn cusp. You may start to have a greater understanding of some earth sign person. This could be somebody that is a friend to you. It could be a family member. It could be somebody you're dating, or a love partner. It could be coworker. This is a general reading, Sagittarius. You got to figure out who this is for you. And they may be working very hard to bring about change in their own life. They could even be working to bring about change in your life, especially if this is you and you have a rising or a moon sign or a cusp sign that's an earth sign. This earth sign person could be grappling with something. They could have something wrong with their colon, their bowels, their intestines. They could have too much. I'm not a big believer in this whole cholesterol thing. I know there's people that would probably say that's ridiculous, but my whole family has had high cholesterol and nothing drastic has happened because of it. It doesn't matter what I do. I still have it no matter what I eat or don't eat. So I don't know. It could have something to do with like high levels of cholesterol in their body. Although I'm going to say again, I don't totally believe that is a problem, but they could, or they've eaten too much sugar. They could have something that could come up that could be connected to diabetes, could kick up for them. So this could be somebody you're connected to that's going through that. It could be you, if this Queen of Pentacles, if you have earth sign, rising, or moon sign. They may be somebody that wants to feel protected. They could be looking for government assistance in some way. It could even be financial assistance. I don't know, or like some kind of protection or assistance from the government. Could be somebody you're connected to that wants protection from, from the wanting the police to protect them or the court system to protect them in some way. And it could be wanting, like I said, some kind of government assistance. This Queen of Pentacles was hard to read, I'm not going to lie, a little complicated. You have the Ace of Rods with it. And so the Ace of Rods is new beginnings. This could be new beginnings in, you know, work, love, new home, receiving an inheritance, birth of a child. Lots of things could be new beginnings here. Your life could have a new beginning. You could be involved with the Queen of Pentacles and you're having a new beginning with the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you have game changer energy this month. I hear like viable energy, game changer, like things are shifting. If you do any kind of like reciting anything, a poem or a song or a presentation, you could win an award. Some of you could win an award for something. Could be you could win an award for the work you're doing, but for something you present, you could win an award. There could be somebody in your family that you need to encourage and you need to spur them on. If you have any kids, or it could be another relative to you, doesn't have to, even if you don't have kids, there could be somebody that you want to spur on. It could be the Queen of Pentacles, where you want to encourage them. And, you know, it's like encouraging energy, like, come on, go for it. You could be rooting for them in some like club or event that they're in, or you could be spurring them on, like, you know, to get better grades at school or to keep going in something that they're trying to achieve. As weird as this prediction is going to sound, I hear somebody is going to predict something for you that is going to happen. It could be me, it could be somebody else. If you enter any kind of race or competition of any kind, I feel like you're going to win. Even if this is like competition of like you and a couple other people are out for this job, or you and some other people are out for a certain position in a company you already work for. It could be a literal race you're running, a marathon, a triathlon, a biathlon. It could be anything, any kind of race, swimming, it doesn't matter what it is. You're likely to win. You could be the winner here. You could have somebody offer you a job. It could even be a family member offering you something, like, you know, to go into business together. Or maybe if a family member to you is a boss, they're going to offer you something like a partnership, or they may say, let's go into business together. So that kind of energy comes up here. For some of you, it is directly related to the Queen of Pentacles, which, remember, would be an earth sign person, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. So some of you, Sagittarians, your Ace of Rods and your Queen of Pentacles are connected. That's not always the case in these. Sometimes they're completely separate messages. For you, some of you, they are separate messages. Some of you, the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Rods are connected, especially with family. Somebody that wants to offer you a higher position if you work for a family business, or that wants to go into business with you, or give you something. They may want to give you something that helps you in some way to start some new beginning, but it could be coming from the Queen of Pentacles. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Capricorn. Hi, Capricorn. The first card you have is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, 7 Pentacle cards came up in this mid-month Psychic Tarot update, and you're getting one of them, and you have Knight of Pentacles. The other sign that had Knight of Pentacles was Cancer. So this could be you because it is an earth sign person, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun, moon, or rising sign. You're going to be really super busy in mid-December and going into January. I'm getting like, there's so many things that I have to do. There's so many things I need, like business I need to take care of. You may be fixated on how to get yourself out of some sort of situation or position that you feel is like burdensome, or you may feel it's tiresome, burdensome, or like you're stuck in. You may even feel like, I answered all these questions. I did all this that I was supposed to do. I did this, I did that. I answered all these questions, blah, 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 blah. Now what else do I have to do? You may feel like, it could be a government agency, it could be a boss, it could be a family member, it could be a club or an organization you belong to, that you may feel is like putting the screws to you. And you're like, I did all the things you wanted me to do. I filled out all the questions. I did all the paperwork. I did all this and that and the other. What else is it that you want? What else do I have to do? I hear Capricorn saying that. You may really want to be noticed. You may really want to get your flirt on in December. You may feel like, I want to get dressed up. I want to look like dressed to the nines. I want to look, I want to capture people's attention. Maybe because you want to meet somebody to be in a love relationship, or you're just like, they always think of me as like, oh yeah, there's Capricorn over there. Well, you want to be like, oh yeah, well, here's Capricorn over here. Take a look at what I got going on. So you may feel like you want to look really stunning at a Christmas party, a holiday party, a New Year's party, or some other type of gathering. You may be like, wow, you really want to strut your stuff and look your best. Some of you that are working at a business that you don't really like, you may start putting out the vibe out there that you want to get hired by another company. So you may be careful because you're like, I don't want the company I'm working for to find out that I'm doing that. So you may be doing it like through networking, through covert channels, or you may literally just be like, I'm sending out resumes here and there. Card you have that came up with it is the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Swords. And this could be migraine headaches, bad dreams, nightmares, not feeling well. You could be worried about somebody else not feeling well. You could be grieving the loss of a breakup of a relationship. It could be sleepless nights. You could also feel bound or trapped in some way by something. You may feel like, why is it that I have to do all this stuff and nobody else is jumping in and taking care of it? Why do I have to take care of this? And why do I have to take care of that? And why do I have to do this? And how come I have to do that? Because you may feel like, why are all these other people that are completely capable dropping the ball, not pitching in, not doing the work that they're supposed to do? You may feel like fed up with like, what am I, the answer guy or girl? Am I the one that has to like save the day and, do everything because everybody else is too tired or too lazy, or they just do it in a messed up way, so then I end up having to come in and fix it? There could be something that you don't like how it is rolling in a business situation or a family situation. Because I see you looking at something and it's like you're seeing the writing on the wall and you're like, I already don't like how it's rolling and it doesn't look like it's going to turn around and get any better. And whatever this is, you may be thinking, I want to jump ship and get out of here. Now, like I said, for some of you, it's a job. It's a job that you're in and you're like, yeah, I don't like the way this company is going, or I don't like the people that they've got working here now. It changed the whole vibe of this place and I don't like what people say. I don't like how they're handling business. But it could be in personal situations. It could be in a club you belong to, or a group or an organization. It could be in social circles even. You also may have a little bit of a difficult time accepting hearing some difficulties or problems that could be cropping up at the place where you work or within your family or some other situation. You may feel like you don't really want to deal with it, or like you don't really want to hear it. But keep in mind, this too shall pass. It's not something that's going to stay. But I got to say, I feel like you're the one that's going to exit. You're not going to wait around. I feel like I'm going to make my way. I'm going to find out where it is I'm going to go and what I'm going to do. And I'm going to start paving the way to make that happen. Because I feel like you're not going to want to hang with something that you've had to hang with and you didn't really like in 2021. You're going to not want to continue hanging with it in 2022. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Aquarius. And the first card you have, Aquarius, is the World. And Cancer also had this card as well. So this is gaining control. Planets in the heavens, spirit guides around you, conspiring to give you more control. It could be a karmic cycle ending and a new karmic cycle beginning. This could also feel like, you could feel like the lack of control when the World comes up also. You may feel particularly particular about, like, you want everything to be just so or perfect in mid-December going into January. You may feel like you want to get more fit. You may feel like you want to get more exercise. You may want to research and broaden your horizons by gaining or learning some new skill or upgrading some current knowledge you already have with, like, learning new upgraded methods and technologies and skill. You may find yourself opening up to new people or new possibilities, and you may find that if you're not usually very expressive or haven't been in recent times been very expressive about how you feel, not about what you think, but what you feel, you may start expressing your feelings to your friends or family or love partners or to people around you. You may feel like, you know what, I'm always very watchful of what people do and people say. And you may feel like you want to throw caution to the wind and just be like, I don't want to pay attention to all that stuff so much. I just want to let bygones be bygones, or let the chips fall where they may. Like, you may have been really focused and concentrated on what's going on out in the world, what is happening, like what's going to happen next, and what or how these people are behaving or acting, or this group of people. You may be like, you know what, I can't get myself all wound up about this stuff anymore. So I'm just going to be like, I'm going to kind of, not that you're not going to care, but you're not going to be so, like, focused or hypersensitive or on, like, hyper vigilant about what people are doing or saying, whether it's in your own personal life or out in the world. Now, the card you have with it is the King of Pentacles. So out of this, all 12 signs, there was 7 Pentacle cards that came up. You got one of them, and you have King of Pentacles. And this is an earth sign person. Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun, moon, or rising sign. It could be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign. That's an earth sign. Or if you're born on the cusp of Capricorn and Aquarius. You maybe start communicating with somebody that could be from a distant land or another country. That could be somebody that makes you feel better. This could be a friend. They could be a shaman. They could maybe turn into, like, a love partner. It could be somebody that's giving you spiritual counseling or advice. Some of you Aquarians may be trying to settle some of your debts, like pay off debts that you feel are, like, burdensome or kind of hanging over your head. You may want to try to clear out or settle some debts in December going into January. This could be somebody that wants to take you under their wing. They maybe want to hire you, or they could want to like be protective of you, like look out for you. Could be a love partner coming in for you, or one you're already with. Like this could be, if you're already intertwined with them, they could be very protective of you or looking out for you in the month of December and going into January. This could be somebody that's going to give you instruction or advice about some things of what you should do next. And what you should do next could have to do with settling debts or investing money or things to do with taxes or finances or your property, your personal property, like a home or land. This could be somebody that's very good with giving and receiving, and they could become a very integral part of your life if you're not involved with them yet. So whatever the relationship is, whether it's friends or a friend or an advisor, a financial advisor or an accountant or a lawyer or somebody like a forensic attorney or somebody that could hire you or be a mentor to you or be like a protector. It could even be your father. It could be a father figure. Whoever this is, if you haven't met them yet or you don't know them yet, they could become a very integral part of your life moving forward in the future. If you haven't met them yet, you could find out that they become very important to you. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Pisces. Hi Pisces, the first card you have is the Emperor. And the Emperor is a strong male figure that's in the living. It could be a husband, a boss, an ex-boss, an ex-husband, a brother, an uncle, a father, a grandfather, a great-grandfather. It could also be any one of those people that are deceased. They could be influencing you from the other side, and you may feel like, oh, these thoughts and feelings are my own, but they could actually be coming from the Emperor. So this is a strong male figure in the living or in the deceased. It could be you in some way, but usually to me this is somebody else, but we'll see what comes up for you. I feel like you're going to be talking to somebody. It could be your father, or it could be somebody that is fatherly to you, that gives you some kind of fatherly advice in December going into January. I feel like they're quite well off, and they may do well with knowing how to balance life work balance, and also balancing things to do with money. You could be talking to them about things that they want you to shift or change within some kind of investment portfolio that you may have. So this could be like a stockbroker to you, a financial advisor, and they may be saying, hey, Pisces, diversify, or we think you should invest in this and that, or get out of this and get into that. You could have a lot of things that kick up and get brought up in the month of December. It could have to do with the holiday season that has to do with your father or a grandfather or somebody like that. Like there could be issues that crop up, or the focus could be on fathers, grandfathers, great-grandfathers. You could get invited to something, like maybe your father's having a gathering or a party, or your grandfather, and they could invite you to it. Or it's somebody like a father figure to you, or a strong male figure could give you some invitation to some holiday party or to some other event. And there could be a lot of action steps being taken by this strong male figure. Like they could be planning on moving, they could be planning on changing their job, or moving to a great distance or having some kind of surgery, because there's something like changing, or they're working on, or that's getting developed or changed about the Emperor, like what they're deciding to do. They may change careers or something like that, move to another state, province, city, country, town. So with it, you've got the Two of Pentacles. Now, as I've said in the other videos, the other signs that got the Pentacle cards, 7 Pentacle cards came up for the mid-month of December. You got one of the 7 here. You have 2 of Pentacles, which is weighing your options, seeking balance, maybe having to make a decision or a choice between 2 things, and it could have to do with money. It could be connected to do with the Emperor. You may be like, do I really want to attend this gathering? Or do I really want to be part of this thing that's coming up with whomever or whatever the Emperor is suggesting you to do? Like if they're inviting you to go to a gathering, you may question, do I want to go? If they're telling you, oh, don't invest in this, invest in that, you may be like, do I want to do what they're suggesting? Do I want to go to the gathering? Do I want to change the investment? Do I agree with the choices that they're making? Like they may say, I'm getting surgery or I'm moving. Do you agree with it? You may be like, I'm not sure if I agree with it. I'm not sure if I want to go or not. I'm not sure if I want to invest in those things or not. You're going to be weighing your options, questioning things. I feel like your 2 cards are connected. Like I said in some of the other signs, sometimes they are, and sometimes the 2 cards are not. And I feel for some of you Pisces, you may be asking yourself, what sits well with me? What sits well with me? Do I feel good if I go? Do I feel good about changing that stock investment into something else? Do I feel good about like hearing that, you know, maybe there's going to be surgery coming up here for this Emperor person? Do I want to go to the gathering? Like, does it sit well with you? You're going to have to like not choose with your mind. You're going to need to pay attention to how does it affect your gut? Like, how does it strike you? Like, do you feel like, yeah? Or do you feel like uncertain and no? Because when in doubt, you shouldn't do something. Don't just make a decision to make a decision to do something because you feel you're obligated to, or there's other things. Like, it has to feel right for you. You could be learning a new language. You could be training or educating yourself in some new capacity. Maybe it's something you already know how to do and you want to learn how to do it better. Or you could be learning some new skill. You may feel like, you know what? I have to stop taking on other people's issues, other people's stuff. I need to be, you know, you may be worried about your own sovereignty. Like, I don't want to give away my power to other people. I don't want to, you know, I have to make the best decisions for myself, my life, what's going to work for me. That's what I see Pisces, like the collective consciousness of Pisces, is thinking about. You may have gotten at cross purposes with yourself. You may have even forgotten, like, how to have fun, or there may be something. If it's not that you've forgotten how to have fun, there may be something else that you have forgotten about that used to be important to you in the past, and you've given it up, or you've gotten too busy with other things. Maybe it was playing a musical instrument, or something you used to do that we were like, you know, I used to love doing that. Why did I give that up? Or, you know, what made me stop doing that? You may start remembering these things and ponder going back to doing them again. You may find that speculation runs very high with you in December and going into January, and feeling wishy-washy about stuff may be come up a lot for you in December and going into January. So that's why you really have to trust your intuition and trust your gut about things, Pisces. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. I want to thank you so much, so very much for watching my videos. I do truly appreciate it. And if you like this video, please click like and share it with those that you feel may benefit from listening to my psychic readings. And I'd love it if you'd subscribe to my channel. And if you're already subscribed, please check and see that you're still subscribed, because YouTube unsubscribes people sometimes. I'm not really sure why, but it does happen. And click that notification bell so you get notified when I upload any new videos here to YouTube. Now, as I said at the beginning of the video, I'm not going to go into all the video series I recorded for my Vimeo on-demand pages, but I do want to say here, if you are interested in getting any of the special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand channel, where I use a variety of divination tools for a variety of topics, you can access my most recently recorded videos by clicking on any of the links down below in the description box below this video, and they will take you to those videos on Vimeo. And these links are also on my website at theluckymermaid.com, and you go to the videos page on my menu and click on that, and you'll see all the video series I've recorded for Vimeo. I give descriptions of what those videos are, how long the predictions go out for, what divination tools I've used, and you click on the zodiac sign you want, and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. I am going to just mention a few. I'm not going to go through all of them like I usually do, but it's that time of year again. If you want to get your psychic tarot reading for the new year of 2022, where I used the year ahead tarot layout, which is 14 cards in total. The videos are over 40 minutes long. You can get those by clicking on the link down below in the description box below this video. And also my psychic crystal readings for the month of December of 2021. If you haven't gotten that yet and you want an expanded reading from what I do at the beginning of every month, I put on the psychic tarot readings for each sign of the zodiac. If you want to get the expanded version where I look into the crystal and give you more predictions and messages for this month of December, that link is down below. And I also want to say that if you want to get any of the videos, all the recent ones, the links are down below and on that videos page on my website. And if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages that channel my spirit guides messages using a variety of divination tools that you're not going to see here on my channel, you can follow me on my social media pages at The Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook and The Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. I post predictions of messages, and I usually write them. Once in a while I do a video, but I prefer to write them, and they're about 5 paragraphs long. Many people find at least 1 or 2 messages will resonate with them, so you might want to check that out. And if you would like to help support the readings I do here on YouTube and make a donation to this channel, I have a donation link down below. All the video series I have listed below, that link is connected to PayPal. And thank you to those of you who have been very kind and generous and supported the work I do here on YouTube. I greatly appreciate it. It does mean a lot, and it does help a lot. So thank you so much for that. So I wish all of you a very, very, very Merry Christmas and happy holidays to whatever holidays that you celebrate at this holiday season, and a very happy, healthy, and blessed new year of 2022. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.